So the second and third episodes of She-Hulk are out now, and yes, I'm going to be reviewing both of them. So I don't have much to say about these episodes because my opinion hasn't changed much. Episode 2, while being a little better than Episode 1, still wasn't funny and still hasn't impressed me that much. I remember when I watched the episode, I thought the fourth wall-breaking joke about Edward Norton's Hulk was kind of funny, but looking back, I feel it was a pretty obvious and lazy joke to make. It's the same problem I had about the web shooting joke in Spider-Man No Way Home. I was really hoping they wouldn't do it, and whenever I rewatch it, I always roll my eyes. And speaking of No Way Home, I thought about actually re-reviewing that movie since my opinion has changed, but that won't be till a while. Anyway, I also don't like the way they portrayed Emil Blonsky in these episodes. Again, he's making dumb, unfunny jokes, and he doesn't feel like the same character from The Incredible Hulk. And since Blonsky has decided to change personality for no reason, I have no doubt that Daredevil will change too. Thanks, Marvel. The third episode was really freaking obnoxious with its jokes, with the exception of Wong, because I actually thought he was kind of funny. Also, the CGI on She-Hulk is especially bad in this episode. As soon as Jen walked into frame as Hulk, I was honestly taken back by how bad the CG looked. Seriously, they have to fix this for future projects. Anyway, my main problem with this episode is that they don't explain how Blonsky can now act normal as Abomination now. I understand he's been Abomination for over 10 years now, but a little explanation would help. Also, why the fuck is his design different? They don't explain that either, and that makes even less sense. Something else that doesn't make sense is that they show social media posts in this episode where people are complaining that She-Hulk is a woman, which doesn't make sense in the context of the show. I understand that the whole point of this is that Marvel is acknowledging the people who complained about this in real life, but it doesn't make sense in the show for people to complain about Hulk being a woman because they have no control over that. She-Hulk was an accident in the context of the show, so why are people complaining about it? Oh, and I know everyone has already talked about this, but whatever you do, do not watch the post-credit scene of episode 3. It is god-awful. The joke is that Jen and her client are twerking in her office because, remember, that's so funny. The song that plays is also extremely obnoxious, so yeah, I'd recommend skipping it. So the second and third episodes of She-Hulk didn't change my opinion on the show all that much. I still think it's very lazy. I think it's very unfunny. I think the CGI is horrible. I think it's just terrible so far. I mean, it's honestly, so far, based on the first 3 episodes, easily one of my least favorite MCU shows. And it may, if this continues the way it is, it may end up being my least favorite MCU Disney Plus show. And I know I mentioned this in the previous review, but I hate that Marvel is just trying to make us believe that this is something totally different we haven't seen before. I mean, like the fourth wall breaking is something we haven't seen in the MCU before, but like even that, it's done really bad. It's the fourth wall breaking jokes are really poor jokes. Like it seems like the writers like keep forgetting that She-Hulk breaks the fourth wall. So like they'll be going along in the episode and then they're like, oh well, we should make a joke where she breaks the fourth wall because she can do that. Like, she'll just break the fourth wall at random points during the episode, and it just doesn't flow very well. It comes out of nowhere, I think. Like, it's like, again, they're going along, and then they remember, oh yeah, She-Hulk breaks the fourth wall. Let's have her do an unfunny joke and break the fourth wall for no fucking reason. It's just for a joke. And then continue with the episode. Yeah, let's hope that episode 4 is better. From what I've heard, I think there's going to be like another team-up episode, like She-Hulk is going to team up with another MCU character. We don't know who yet. Some people are saying that that's the Daredevil episode, but I really don't think it is because I've heard somewhere else that Daredevil is not actually going to appear until like the last 2 episodes, I think. It's like episodes 8 and 9. So I don't think it's going to be Daredevil, but apparently they have said that They said that the episode will be a fan favorite, which I do not believe them for a second. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good night.